Hello! Hi guys! How are we? Just gonna check so you can hear me. Yeah, looks like it. So, we have bopped around with the settings somewhat. So if this doesn't work, let us know. Hi Paga! How are you? Good morning and good day, guys. How are we today? So, yes, let me know. We changed the bitrate. So I saw you, Paga, said that it might be starting to cut and buffer. Let me know if it happens. Okay? But does it look good otherwise? Hey? I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, sorry. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm fine. You know, I'm not used to having clients in such a way that I do now. I absolutely love it. But I gone from not working to having almost a completely booked schedule, so I love it. But it takes some time getting used to. But it is absolutely wonderful. Thank you all who wants to join on this journey. I love what we do. So, having a sip of coffee. Guys, I have something to share with you. Now, Twitch is changing, as you can tell. And so are we. Or I have plans. I have big plans. No, but we are thinking about what to do because we have got this beautiful community. And I have clients I take now who some wants to work as energy workers and some does not want to work as energy workers but still want to do a process with me in order to find comforts inside of themselves. But because there's so many There seems to be, and my guys have spoken to me about this. Hi, Goaty. Good morning. Oh yes, I saw your message. Thank you, Goaty. I forgot to answer, or I was working around trying to get the stream to work or trying to understand what to do, but I saw your message. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, and Poet. Hi. Good morning, friend. How are you today? Yeah, coffee. You should go get. You should go get a cup. I'm fine. How are you, Goaty? How are you? Today I'm thinking we're gonna do. I have some news, like I said, for you, and then I was thinking we would just have this beautiful little morning or afternoon together. If you want to join, as always, exclamation mark joy, and you'll be put in queue, and the queue is open. So just jump in and give me some work if you feel like it. I also want to provide some special healing today for some of you watching, and just enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. But I have loads to talk about as well. So today, I hope everything will work out. And today I'm happy and I'm alert. I'm a little bit tired, but it's not as what happened last week. Yeah, Aga, what is it? Let me know. What's about the queue? Tell me. Can you guys hear me all right? By the way, because we changed the bit rate both on video and sound. And can you hear the music? Because I changed that too. I'm trying to make everything work, you know, to have it beautiful for us. Can maybe bump up the music somewhat, what do you say? And now the track ended. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Can you hear it? What's your question, Becca? About my situation having the sessions on Monday, I want to ask what your time or your mind guides have to say if I join the queue today, or should I wait for Monday? I think you have the answer right there in your question, don't you, Paga? Because remember what we spoke about with codependency? This is part of it. So I would wait for Monday, yes. And I would wait for Monday. I would wait for Monday for you. So this being part of your process and to start feeling safe within yourself. So I think waiting for Monday, I think you got your answer in your question. That's how I feel. Thank you, Bud. Hi, Fabian. My friend. Thinking about that as well. It's better to save myself for Monday. Yeah, it's better for you to feel that you always have someone with you who is you, yourself. And don't have to feel like you always should have someone else other than yourself, because when it all comes down to it, you are the one who will always be there for you. So I think this is really important part of your process. How are you, Fabian? Oh, I love seeing this. It's so beautiful. So about this with this community, what I was saying is that I have now some clients who wants to work as energy workers, and I have one group going. We only had one meeting, but it is beautiful. It's called the Bubblegums. And it's so much fun. And I'm hoping to get a couple of more smaller groups going. But I'm also thinking, because many people wonders how to go about it, how to find that thing I want to do, and to actually be able to share it with other people. Because first, in our process, we first find ourselves. So we start from in here. There's no other way around it. We can use out here to open up for in here, but we need to start here. And like I said, like I explained on previous streams, and that is coming up more and more, what we shackle down and store deep within ourselves and don't want to reach will create that lens of which we perceive the rest of the world. And it's also the closest thing to the other people, and us being reflective and reflection of one another, that will come straight back to us, what we are then keeping inside of here. So if we can meet it and greet it and thank it and let it become part of the natural flow, that's where we start. But then, when we feel safe and comfortable in ourselves, we can't love ourselves 100%, right? Because we need that one of change, because that creates curiosity. And you know how much I love curiosity. It's a way for us to want to keep going. But we can bring the entirety of ourselves with. And when we feel comfortable in doing so, people then ask, okay, I'm ready to start working, but how do I go about it? What do I do? So we are thinking in the future, because we need to have some things worked out, and I am fully booked almost, like I said, so we need to find some time we can do this, and we need to realize how much of the time that we will spend here on Twitch. And also because of us not being able to stream always or as often as I would want to, we have, me and Jonathan Lempers, we have this feeling of wanting to create this open family of energy workers, so that people who take the course that we set up, and it's not, an instructional manual. When you come to me, we work from your heart. I explained it to someone, and I love how it's ended with this: I listen to my heart, listen to yours. And then we would want these people, you, to come in and join here on stream, and to take some readings here on stream with me, and to perform energy work the way that your heart wants to work. And then later on, we also hope to set it up so that you can also come in and stream on this channel when I'm not here, when I'm having clients or a day off. So we want to create this family of energy workers. And I know that I said this before, but now it's really starting to show, and it's really starting to become a prompt part of our everyday thinking, me and my fiance, because we see this work and we see what is happening, and we see all these lovely people coming into the community, and more ask, what am I to do? Am I to be a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer? How do I go about this? How do I start my work as an energy worker, as me? And so we want to open up this channel for those who want to be with. But with that, we need to take it through with the groups that we have. We want to make this a thing. We are right now a very small channel, but we want this to be a thing. I so much believe in what we do, so we want to continue doing it with you. I'm gonna read now. Sorry. Of course, Pega. Nice to see you back on the screen. Yeah, I'm doing well. The reason why I've not been here is because I have clients. I'm working. And it brings me so much joy. But this is also why we would like to have this channel running even when I have clients or not being able to work. So we want to have this a thing because Twitch makes it possible so that people, because I have started to have to charge for my services outside of Twitch. And so Twitch will always be free. This is the foundation of what I'm doing here. it is free and it is for anyone who wants to join. And there's donations and subscriptions, yes, but it's never a mandatory thing. It is for anyone who have the ability to be here. And therefore it's so important to me that this keeps going. And because I have now clients and processes, individual processes outside of Twitch, and I have some spots left, not many, but some, if you're interested, then I would love this also to keep on going, even without me, and with me, and with you. Yob comes first, Twitch later, yeah. So go on my side, yeah. So to use Twitch terms, make your own stream team. Yes, when we're partner. We have, the thing is, because we're such a small channel, we could do this already by having people stream on this channel. So not just in the team of the intuition, but on this very channel with my stream key. But that would be then people who are with the bubblegums. And I want to create this channel. I would want to, in the future, I would like us to change the name. The intuition is me, right? This is my part of it all. But I want to create this community of the star and the flower, or something around there, because it is what I work with healing. When I provide distance healing, I send a little star when I start, and a little flower once the healing is done, it's complete, or the healing session is complete. And I like this, and I would like to use this in the form of having this channel. And since we are such a small channel, not just the team that we can have then when we become partners, but right here on this channel. Sounds more like a collaboration. Me and guesting collabs. Yeah. Both being guests, but also streaming on their own, buying the intuition if there's interest. Yeah. Really neat idea. Cute. I would want to do this, and I would want to have small groups of people that then can, if you have been in a group for a little while, you could then jump into the other groups and being the performing healer for that day, so to speak, to see what you can do with other energy workers, and then also hop in here on stream with me, and also take over for your time. But it's something that is in the works, and like I said, because I'm now working, Twitch will have to come second, but I will never leave this to be, because it's so important to me that there is some way or form that anyone can join. That's our idea. Yeah. So, like I said, I am now charging for my services, but what I charge is what you can pay. So it's just a symbolic sum, and it's something that we come and discuss, you and I, so it works for you. And I have some spots left, both for people who just want to have a process on their own, and for people who want to have their process into becoming energy workers, or acknowledging the path that you're already on. And with that, I also want to create all these groups. But I've started to realize it's only so many hours a week. So I apologize that if I look a bit tired, it's because I'm simply not used to be working. But I love what I do. Thank you to each and every one of you who joins. Really surprised by you, dear. Yeah? Really? How come? Wasn't counting with this announcement. No? Well, it was yesterday. Jonathan, came up with, or he put forth the idea, and I already had it in my head. And so since both been thinking about it, it just makes sense to start working on it. There's so much I want to do, and there's so many possibilities. So let's just go for it, right? And just because we're a very, very small channel doesn't mean that we can't use it for what it is. And to share this love that we have inside of the community. Oh, hey, Caitlin, hi! Oh, I love that little emote. Oh, it's so cute. How are you, my friend? Long time no see, I would say. How are you? No, because I realized that there are many energy workers in the closet, so to speak, who come to me and who say they don't know. Many people feel, and many people come to me and say they've been on these different courses and they've had these different mentors and they've been following these studies or these scholars of energy work, and people say that they still don't feel they can connect to it quite as much. And I had one client who came in yesterday and said that they believed it was lack of discipline that made them feel they couldn't connect. And I said to them, I think it's the opposite. I think there's too much discipline. Rather, and I've said this many times before, I think it's about using what someone else has found as an inspiration, but then listen to our own heart and go from there. Because what is written in these texts, this for example, is the course I'm reading right now about Married in Flesh. And you know, I read this and I have it right here and I read what people have found. But the thing is, sorry, oh, I had a phone call. I apologize. It was actually from my teacher of that very class right now. I apologize. That's something, eh? And it's like I have this new little, I explained this to some of you, but I still want to do it. I have this new form of healing where I have this glass ball that I let race over the body. And I'm sharing this with you, and I can share how I do it, and because I see a beautiful, absolutely amazing reaction in clients, right? And so I then share with you and say, this is exactly how I did it, and this was the result. Now, I share this because I want to share that beautiful experience, and to have even more people get to feel it and experience it. And this is when I then would maybe write it down and then teach it. It's all in good intention. However, this glass ball, like I said to you before, the material that we use, the medium that we use, no matter it being tarot cards or figurines, fire or water elements, or a glass ball, or a twig, whatever we use, and I've said this so many times, but I think it's so important. For me, I believe we work with the same energy, and the mediums are simply a way for us to understand that energy and to feel comfortable in reaching frequency. So the glass ball might work absolutely beautiful for me and for you, but it might be that this is not something you connect with. So if you then go in the course and you learn how to use a glass ball, you can then provide the healing to others with the intention of providing healing. However, it could be that your heart is not with, because you simply don't resonate with using this in the first place. you resonate with what you want to do and the intention behind it, but you don't maybe resonate with the execution. And so what we need to do is to listen to what is already in here, because this is from where all the love and all the healing and the intention of healing and the understanding of others and ourselves come from. So if we feel connected to the earth, connected to soil, and I try to have you work with metal, the intention and the feeling of what you feel within the soil might come with, and you might become a beautiful metal healer. But if you instead if we switch it around and you get to experience what I feel, but with what resonates with you, and I'm working the soil, you will find joy in what you do. And that love for yourself will come with also in the healing, which is why we can provide so direct healing, because we're not following a script, we're following the voice of our heart. Make sense? Oh, sorry, I was gonna make it so that it doesn't autofocus. I'm sorry. I'm gonna read chat now. Huh? Sorry, with the groups, just a small suggestion. You could start working together with some of those energy workers to lift some client weight out of your shoulders and to not overwork yourself. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to having colleagues in the future. Yes. I love this. Kate, your friend for Soul stream. Oh, right. Hi. Beautiful seeing you. I feel I met you before, though, your energy, Obi Caitlin. No? I feel that. Hi, Emma. Good morning. Wasn't invited? Oh, you were. You didn't have a personal invitation, perhaps, but in my heart, you're always welcome. Good morning. Oh, that's a method you told me about 2 weeks ago. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Oh. That nice girl kit. See what you did there? And you see what I did back? Welcome to the community. Beautiful seeing you here. How are you, my friend? I'm just gonna have a sip of coffee. I'm sorry I'm so excited today. It's the direct opposite of last week. I'm just happy and I am excited because what we do is so beautiful. Yeah? So, before I started streaming today, I said that I have a healing for some of you, and you know who you are. And Tara, my friend, you're here. I would like you to go get a glass of water. Like? Almost got you. Yeah, almost. How are you, my friend? It's beautiful seeing you here. How are you? And a shake. Oh, maybe she's not here yet. We'll wait for her then. If anyone wants an energy reading or a healing today, just put ! joy in chat and joy, not join, joy, and we can have a transference if you feel like it. Give me some work. No, it's so beautiful. And it is the second week that I am almost fully booked, and it's just so much fun. It's so much fun, but I'm so not used to it. But I love it. Wish there was a command called fun. Combined with the joy. Oh yeah. Maybe we could have that be when asking the energy reader joining me to do a reading. Maybe joy would be from me and fun could be from the both of us with them leading. Hey, how about that? That could be something, no? I think also, love Bempus, you can hear me now, can you? I'm not sure. Is the music a bit loud or is it okay? Yeah, I'm gonna perform the healing anyway, I feel. I'm gonna open up beautiful room, the healing room between us. Oh, there we go. So whoever wants to join this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whoever wants to join, whoever you are, on your journey in the world, welcome you here. Oh, look at this effect! Wow! It looks almost like something out of Star Trek, no? Look at this! I absolutely adore it. I was gonna blow out the candle, but look at this effect. I was thinking making it to show the queue list. Oh, so it's list, right? That you can see the list, I think. I think I'm gonna keep this. I need to put it on something though, so it doesn't burn the... Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of stones, a couple of marbles, and I'm gonna put the candle on top of them so it doesn't burn the fabric on my little, I was gonna say desk. It's not even a table, but it's actually two. Let's see. That's neat. Yeah. What you get from for joining? Hopefully a bit of joy, a bit of love, huh? I hope so. On this little Friday morning. I think there's already a command or way to check out the queue. Yeah, I think it's exclamation point list. Oh, he did it. Bempus on point today, huh? Right there. You got it. Guys, have a way to start the coffee maker too, so we can toast to this beautiful day. Oh. Joy and your leg. Okay, yeah. Fabian. Wow, this is really a healing. I'm gonna open up this so it also will spread this beautiful healing. Look at that. Can you see the rainbow colors almost coming through? Wow, that is so beautiful. I love this. You can see the entirety of the chat now, right? It's not cutting off, is it? Okay, I'm just gonna do it with a little bit of water as well. I'm gonna open up this beautiful channel today. Okay. I hope I'm not hurting the camera by doing this. I'm not, am I? It's just reflecting back on what it sees, right? Okay. Open this up. And I'm gonna take a little wand. And I just bring the energy in. This beautiful being. And I'm gonna let it get out, up. I love how the music is following on suit, right? So Fabian, I wanted to thank you. I had my day off on Tuesday. I was gonna meet my teacher, but I did an initiation on myself the day before and I was just so tired. So I took a day off instead. And I saw what you did on the server and I really want to thank you for it. You're always there as a comfort. You don't have to, but it's so beautiful that you are. I know that you're a mod, right? You are, right? But it just means so much, you being so open and so... And I think that it also helps you somewhat. So it warms my heart, you being there. And also, I saw Borhet and Tara also coming in. And it's so beautiful reading it afterwards. Thank you. Truly. This is what it is. It's like Luna so often say, and that is so important, is that we all have the capacity to help others. We all can talk and be with us and heal. We all have the ability to. It's not you have to wait on me. No. It's so beautiful seeing you come together as a community. And like I said, I'm not saying this to put it on your shoulders that, oh, now I expect this of you every time. No, it's just so wonderful to see when it does happen. So thank you. And it's wonderful to see that from all perspectives. Thank you for being that friend. Truly. Sorry, just seeing Pega testing the new command set. Rain or sun, rain. Or rain can come at any moment. Hey, we got sunshine. We got rain and sunshine today. It's this in Sweden we call it vildvitterväder. But it's when it's raining in the sunshine, and it's so beautiful. It's magical in a sense. Now magic doesn't exist, or everything is magic, and this I see as being magical. Fun, yeah. I know that. It works. Yeah, it does. Lay in bed all day weather. Yeah. So alone. Oh, there's some flirtation going on. I hope we can provide with some warmth, Fabian, and some joy in what you go through. Just not to have to be alone, you know? Nothing special on my side, but thank you for the kind words. I know that it means, I know it also helps you, and that is what is so beautiful. That it helps everyone, and we can build together and explore the world and the life that is ours. can now set it up with a bot. The bot is all yours. Oh wow. Maybe using channel points to a redemption of having drawn one of those mini animals and having a mini energy with them. Yeah, I've been thinking of doing so. We've been thinking about using the channel points because we need to use those bubbles for something, right? And so we have these different ideas, but the thing is, I don't quite know how. Because when I open up a frequency with someone, it's so much differ on what is needed in the moment. So I feel I don't want to limit or restrict myself and my guides, but at the same time I do understand what you're saying, and I see other people do it, have these, the perks of having these channel points, and I would want to do it. And yes, the figurine, definitely I'm thinking about. They're right here. This is why I'm always looking this direction when I talk about them. They're right here, the figurines. Oh yeah, I will have to think about it, what to do. But yes, thank you, Paga. It is something that we are thinking, considering. Fabian, right to you. How many points do you have? Yeah. Always storms where you located? Hey, where are you in the world, if you don't mind me asking, Gertie? It's a secret. Let's say Richard points. You don't even know what flirting is. Yeah. You even make the blood run away. I love seeing your conversations. Oh, gotta love me. They're beautiful. Hey, I absolutely love this. I've been thinking, because we are all over the world, and because of different time zones, and because of different schedules, because we all have our lives to live, sometimes it can be difficult to... Oh, I would actually want to talk to you about this, because sometimes it's difficult for people to be able to meet and for us to book a session at a time that is appropriate for both. So I have clients, for example, now who need to get up very, very, very early in the morning, and sometimes it's just too much, because the body wants to rest. And so I've been thinking, and I wanted to ask you guys, that maybe I'm thinking about, and this is something that I definitely will discuss with you individually, of course, when you have the process with me. But I'm thinking, because I'm seeing this now, is the reason. Oh, I want to bring it in even close. Oh, it needs to go. No. Spirit. Oh no. Oh no. Where is it? Where is the beam? Because I've been thinking, when I have clients who we can't find a suitable time that is comfortable for them and for me, I've been thinking I could record videos and put energy into them. And I was thinking recording this candle and with some music, and for each session, each recording, putting specific energy into it without talking, because it's important when we talk about specific things that you also get to be able to reply and to talk about it with someone. So instead, putting the energies in order to heal the aspect that we feel for that session. And I was thinking of doing it with this candle, but now when I saw this beam of light, if I can get it to come back, I'm thinking using that. I wonder what I can do. He wants to be... No, not further away. Does he want to be... I don't know what happened. Maybe... Oh, there it is! There it is! This is so much fun. Sorry, guys. Ah, you can kind of see it still. You agree? Yeah. Do you think it would be a good idea? Yes, maybe. No. Ohio, right? Ah, the baby bean. Yeah, I don't know how to make it larger. Let it grow. Oh, I wish you could hear the rain outside. It's so beautiful. Turning into a bit of an ASMR stream today. You can still see the bee. That's something, right? There it is. There it is. Oh, I don't want to move it too much. Eee. No, don't disappear on me. Just didn't know you could do energy beams as well. Neither did I. It's something that happened today. So yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. It's new. It happened today. Huh? Sorry, I was thinking about my friend Tia because I was talking to her earlier. See? So beautiful. Huh? Good. Ah, almost. Oh dear. I love it. It's gonna be part of our streams now from now on. Huh? And maybe it can get to change colors, right? So beautiful. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm playing. I'm having fun. So there was something I wanted to talk to you about. For a moment, someone got his or her identity revealed. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, I love you, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm just so into this right now. I've worked too much, I think. I'm sorry. You okay? Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you about something, guys. And it is that I saw a video yesterday about someone talking about how they perceived energy or the spiritual realm to be what is above us. Oh, bubbles back. Thank you. I'm sorry. The spiritual realm being above us, and the material realm being what is around us. And when I work with energy workers who come to me, I sometimes how to say that people who feel they can't connect to the frequency because they can't connect to themselves. Usually, like I said before, I had someone saying that they think it was because they had too little or a lack of discipline. And I said that I think it's the opposite, that you put too much discipline into it and stops listening to your heart. And at other times, many people talk about spiritual parasites and spiritual practices that they don't quite know how to do. And they feel they can't perform it in the right way, and so they feel they can't connect to frequency. And many times people seem to want to keep the spiritual realm or the spiritual being, the energy frequencies, as being something other than what is right here, right now. And when people do that, I feel becomes this feeling of wanting to work with the intention, but not feeling the authenticity within the heart. So, what I want to say, and it's simply how I look at it and what I experience, but energy is all around us. We, like I said before, I believe we all stem from the same energetic source. And when I talk about the the energy for me and what I feel, I spoke to my fiance about this yesterday, that we're in this bubble with a telepathic system, right? And we believe things that can't be for real to be for real, but we do so because we're seeing some sort of confirmation of it, and we work with this, and we found this way that is absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely beautiful, but we want to keep rationality and logic as being part of it, because what we're working with is not something magical. We don't want it to be something magical. We want it to be a way to explore what is actually around us. And so when people ask me how come I can't do what you do, when people ask me that, usually it's because they don't believe in themselves. And to be frank, and we said this yesterday, maybe they don't even believe in the spiritual world to be a world. But what is the difference is that we dare to believe it also being and just being the same existence as rationality, as logic. It's just us. It's just how we work as human beings, as individuals. So it's not something magical. It is magical in the sense that everything is. So we're not meeting this from the perspective of we're the only one who can do it. It's something that is a gift inside of us. We're meeting it from the perspective of this is happening. We have no idea what is happening, but it seems to be working. And like you know me, I am so open to it being, just me. I'm open to it being a way that my brain has functioned in order to help me through and to help me thrive. And like I said before, as long as it seems to be helping people, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's the same thing when we talk about past lives. Information maybe sometimes come through as being residents from past lives, yes. But this being actual past lives, or this being that particular individual and the situation with the interaction between us being signaled as past life and understood as it, but in reality being something else, doesn't really matter, because if the information comes to us in a way that we can understand, we can also hear what it's anchored with inside. Because our brain is an amazing thing, right? So we are prepared to see that my telepathic twin and the telepathic system and everything might just be something that I predict or that I create inside of my head. And what we do might be a positive manipulation or sorry. I thought the stream was crashing for a bit. I apologize. Or just a placebo. But no matter what it is, no matter what it is we do, it seems to be working. And as long as it is, I'm just so privileged doing this. But I think this is also the difference. Because many of you out there, what I meet, have not been prepared to believe in it as existing in this world. It has been easier to see it as being something else, something separate. And this is the difference, I believe. So when you come to me, we try to work with, I'm not trying to make this into a big advertise, but we're trying to work with what is actually right here and now and what you experience, or it is your life. And in that, how that will reflect upon others and reflect back. I'm gonna read chat, I'm sorry. It's like having a wall separating in the two same worlds. It feels like it, yes. And I think that this is just personally my experience. I feel people have the tendency, and actually also readers, energy readers, have the tendency of believing in the spiritual realm as a sense of a religion, but as a sense of a religion of something that we tap into rather than always be and are part of. Hi Beryl, how are you, friend? Would you like an energy reading today? What would you like, Beryl? Would you like a general reading, a specific one, an astral reading with a question? Or would you like a healing, a general healing, or a focused one? What do you feel like today? You're not. Yeah, there you are. Okay, sorry. Would you like, Beryl? How's your morning? How are you? So, when I work and what I do, and what you've seen in this process, is that I've started to actually trust myself. Not trust myself becoming a channel of something that is out there, but realizing myself being part of it. And taking it from my own heart. Making it so with the expression that I listen to my heart, listening to yours. You want to heal your romantic wounds. I saw in chat from earlier, Beryl, I had my day off, but I saw your beautiful conversation, and I think it was so beautiful. And I talked about this earlier this stream. It is so beautiful that people in the community get to meet and talk and just be. For in the same way as I am part of this energy, so are you. And we're all from the very same. It's how I look at it. So I saw Simon Dan on YouTube explaining this. There was someone he brought up who saw the spiritual realm of being above us. And then they also brought up this of all of us being created by starseed or stardust. And in the same way, when I talk about frequency and energy, I'm referring to it as the same as being electricity. For me, it's just part of the rational, logical world, because spiritual or rational, it's all the same. It's how I look at it. Hello! Hi, Benny. So beautiful seeing you. How are you? How are you doing? So, Beryl, I feel your healing today is talking about or bringing up things inside of you. So I'm gonna just open up the frequency to you. We're probably not gonna do too much today, but I hope that it will provide joy and comfort. And I thank you just coming into this community, or to anyone who is there to listen. Let them listen was what I was gonna say. Let them listen, Beryl. Sorry, I'm gonna open up. I'm always so happy when that works. Aloha? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move this energetic beam. Do I dare to? On this side you might see it. Underneath chat, who knows? No, it won't show up. I'm gonna bring it back afterwards. It's okay. Let's place it. I wonder what happens if we do this. Cat says meow. Hi. How are you, my friend? Cat says a lot of things. They really do. Will it show up if I put it? You won't make the beam. No. No. Okay. You will just have to wait then. Till after the healing. Or the reading, depending. I'm gonna use this Beryl as a way to reach your frequency. Okay. So yes, Beryl, they want to talk about you letting people in or letting them help you. Because you have the tendency of wanting to do things on your own. And you also, and many people can resonate with this. This is tough love now, Beryl. You know me, always tough love, but love. You have the tendency of wanting to be stuck in your negative spiral, in a sense. And when you are, you don't quite want to see the way out of it. So I know that you feel you want out of it, and this can really trigger you now. But I also know you know what I'm talking about. Because you can go online and you can ask to just have it off your shoulders. And that is as far as you're willing to go. But when it comes to other people then coming in and being there with you, you have a little bit of a barrier put up. And this is to protect yourself. So what they want to talk to you about today is to dare slowly and gently let others in. Not everyone wants to hurt you. And I'm not saying hurt you in a physical manner, but to exhaust you. Because you're a very, if we talk about introvert or extrovert, you're more on the introvert side. But no matter, you get very easily exhausted and you're not that very good at showing it. Because you just take it on and you let it be as is, and this autopilot starts to work its way. So what we want to talk about today is truly when people come to you and want to offer their support, they want to do it. They're not there because they feel they have to. They're there because they want to give you their time. And because it helps them at the same time. It's just this beautiful interaction. And what they want to talk to you about today, my guides and yours, is that it's okay to not be alone. It's okay to want to be alone too. It's okay to be a bit of, appreciating your own company. But the thing is, you then also have to acknowledge that within yourself. Because this is where the clash is happening, I feel. You want to be alone, but at the same time, you feel left out when you are. And this is, I feel, is part of what happened in your relationship. You want to be alone at the same time being in control, in a sense, because you want to know what is happening around you, even when you want to be apart from it. You want to be a part of it even when you're not there. And this is due to your anxiety and wanting to know what is happening. So a way for you to heal your wounds, as you express them, is to acknowledge what happened. And not what happened just in the situation, but what happens inside of you. And what happens inside of you is this, I feel, because it's so important to you to know what is happening around you. And the conflict that even though you want to be alone, you still want to have control. And I'm the same, so I can resonate with this, Beryl. And it comes from not liking surprises. It comes from wanting to know what is going to happen. You were with a narcissistic person, but you still need this time for yourself. You're still this individual who wants to shield away from the world sometimes. We all are. But I feel this is colliding with you wanting to know what is happening. And I understand it with a narcissistic personality type, but I also see it. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. And that is truly tough, Beryl, is that what we see in others, we can't see if we don't resonate with it within ourselves. So they are really challenging you to look at yourself. Not to go and say, this was all your fault. No. But to simply see what it is you resonate with in the behavior that you're experiencing. And experience I use as a way of, no, you just live in your life. It's not to say that it's not true, because it is, because it's happening. But they challenge you to meet this within yourself. Because of your need of being alone and still wanting to keep control. You too sometimes can be seen as, not in the same way at all, but sometimes it can be difficult to know their way around you as well. And the challenge is to see this within yourself and to acknowledge this as not being something that is needed to change, not being something that is making everything your fault. No. Simply acknowledge it because of it being part of you and being there for the reason of protecting you. And when you can meet that, you can meet the reflection that you put onto others as well. But no, I'm not saying that it's your fault. It is the interaction. But I'm saying that it would help you to experience and acknowledge this within yourself. And I'm saying this with love, no matter how harsh it sounds. Understand what I'm referring to, Beryl? I'm gonna pull a figurine. And it is one that has been up before. It's actually two who wants to join today. And anger, Beryl, is really important also because it's also part of you. And I know that you'd rather not see this with yourself, but it is what you need in order to heal. You're not doing this to be mean, and I'm not even going into the relationship now of what they did. I'm talking about what you do within yourself. And you're not putting on a show, you're not doing all of this. You're simply trying to find a way for you to feel comfortable with your surroundings. And that is, you have the need of taking some time off. But because of what happened before, and because of the anxiety and high stress level that you have inside of your body, you're always on the alert and wanting to keep control of what is out there. And I want to meet that as being you, not something that I want to change or shame. I want to appreciate it, and I want to thank it for being the part of you and for being there to help you and to save you in many ways. But now, what we need is to meet it so we also can breathe. So what wants to come forth is this beautiful turtle and the little puppy that we've seen before, and the conflict between the two. Because you have this heavy shell that you're carrying, like the turtle. But you make it so, and you see it as being this heavy shell. The reason it is because you're not daring to meet it. And you rather put the blame on others. I'm not talking about this particular situation, but you know what I'm talking about. And this is very common. That you carry this heavy shell around you, and you see it as being something that is on your back and that you have to carry, rather than a house that protects you. You see the resemblance? The shell is there to protect the turtle, but it's also something the turtle has to carry. So we need to meet it as for what it is. It's there as a protection for you. But when you can meet it and you can see it for what it is, and to start seeing it as the house, it can also become easier to carry because you create a relationship to it. And it's so beautiful when I read about the meridian flush. That is a method that's been used in China for thousands of years. And they too talk about creating relationships to everything that is around us and within us, in order for us to make sense of it and to know where it is and where we have it, so that we can meet it and what is anchored within it in others and around us. Because at the moment, you're carrying this shell around with you and you are cursing yourself for it and blaming yourself and others. And you also use it, so you also curl up inside of it. So it is a hate-love situation going on with your own protection and your own protective shell. So meet it and see it for what it is, because that helps a long way. This puppy, you want people to perceive you as being nice and kind. And you don't like people who need too much of attention because you're feeling they're not being authentic with themselves. And so you go your way out to do the opposite, which is why you retract, which is why you go back into your shell. You don't want to take up too much time, and you don't want to be too exhausted and drained with others. This is okay. It's just who you are, as I'm reading your energy. So we want to meet two sides of you. Meet you. So the way to heal the wounds of this relationship is to heal the wounds of the relationship to you. yourself. Because then you can come from the perspective of creating different relationships within yourselves to different parts of you, and then explore what happened in a situation, and also create relationships to that, so you then know, then simply know it in the future, so you can breathe. You deserve to be able to breathe and not have this stress hanging over you all the time. And the stress for you and the anxiety is you, I would say, part of it is you not meeting your shell as the protective home it is. And blaming you retracting into it onto others instead. How do you feel, Beryl? I'm saying this with love. I don't like you any less when saying this. It comes from a space of where you don't want people to surprise you. Where you want to be able to be at the best place for you so that you can handle the situation. So that you also can handle it in a way that makes sense for who you are with. You're not a bad individual, and you're not a narcissist, but you're trying to call yourself out being one, which is why you resonate with it within others. And it's the first thing that comes to mind, because you're scared of being one yourself, or you're not scared of being one, but you wish you were, instead of the truth of you simply being Beryl. And so this personality is part of you, yes. It's just you. You care so much that sometimes it's okay to not be able to care. That's still caring, because then you care about you. And you have to be able to come from your heart. Help yourself first. And when you do that, you spread the energy also to others. How do you feel, my friend? How are you? Does this make any sense to you? And again, I'm not trying to say it's your fault what has happened. I'm simply seeing the situation as an option and possibility for you to meet yourself, and this being part of you. Okay? You have this explorative mind. You want to explore and meet, understand, analyze. It feels like you let everything stop because of the end of this relationship. Reason being because you felt you lost control. The one thing that is so important to you. And because of that, you're afraid of losing control also in other aspects of your life. If you need to take this time off, do so. But then you will have to meet yourself. You deserve to do it. You deserve to meet who you are. You deserve to, the next time you crawl back into your shell, being proud of doing so. and not being afraid of leaving it, but to have it as your comfort zone. We all need time to recharge. It's okay. But I also want you to go outside when you can. I want you to smell nature, to experience the flowers and the grass. And not with all the negativity of what comes with it, but simply what it is. Because of you seeing things from a negative space, you also see yourself from a negative space. So if you can start to experience it from simply being what it is, you'll also let yourself into that. How does this feel, Beryl? Hang on, Vinny. Just want to hear from Beryl first. I'm gonna reply to your question, though. How are you, Beryl? Does it make any sense what I'm saying? Do you resonate with it? And can you see I'm coming from a place of love? Although it's a very tough one. So I want you to be able to breathe, is all. I want you to be able to have joy. And in order to do so, you need to have your little shell. And it's okay. Just meet it for what it is. And I hope that also with this little community, I hope we can bring you some joy. Some light. To shine upon what is you and actually you. So it was just a little reminder today, Beryl, and also just with heart and mind, let this thing that you're good enough as you are. So I'm not pointing these out as pointing out faults in you and saying this is why you lost the love. No. I'm saying look at who you are, like you can bring the future. Because it's beautiful. Just a way to understand yourself. But always, always, always listen to your voice first. Because I can't ever know anything that you don't already know. But with your energy, this is what I would say. So with that, I would like to send you just a small bubble of healing, if I may. A very, very small one. Just that little push, that little feeling of a little bit of a fire to have that curiosity come back again. And to use that analytic mind openly, also for yourself. The love for who you are. You're beautiful the way you are. But you deserve to then be who you are. And not feeling you have to hide. Not feeling you have to hide that you want to hide. Okay, Beryl. I'm actually gonna use the match for this, huh? It's gonna bring that. I want you to see it. So I think it will bring forth something for you. I know, I'm sorry. I know it's bright. I'm sorry. I just want you to see the colors. want to bring that shell back, and then create a disparity. With that, there's so much things anchored within different aspects that we consciously don't think about. And therefore, we have these different things that triggers us without us knowing. So I want to send this little bubble in a way for you to start that healing process. Yours. So parallel. There. Let's receive. Thank you. Does this feel okay for you? Self-love. Honest love. Love. Because I know that you heard from others, especially your past partner, how everything is your fault. That's not what I'm trying to say. I simply want you to start seeing the entirety of you. To not blame you, rather to stop judging you. That's what I have for you today. Thank you, Beryl. And truly, once again, it's not to blame you. Okay? It's so important to get that through because I know that's what will come creeping up on you. It's not. Just breathe in being you. Because everything you do is for the well-being of you. And you don't want anyone to harm. So why should it be in your well-being to bring someone else harm? Therefore you're not doing so. And it's not your intention. Love and light. Thank you for letting me bring you. I'm gonna see if this works. Yeah, it does. Okay. Thank you, Beryl. The beam is back! Woo! Vinny, you had a question read. What? I think maybe we had someone else who had a question too. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, cat say meow. My cat says I want food all the time. Yep. So does ours. Isn't that every cat? Yeah, it is. Food tastes good, huh? Tried food once, now I have to eat at least 3 times a day. 3 times, have 3 times. Oh, if only. Life's becoming hard for you, but I'm sure it will get better. Oh, Gertzy. Thank you. I truly hope that you know, all of you, that I'm not doing this. Put shame on you. It's the last thing you want to. It's the least thing. Well, if we need it in order to bring love, then so be it. But it should not be the end product. Because it's not the first one. It's not the start out point, so it won't be the result. So Red, are you still here, my friends? Because you were asking if I read tarot cards. I read tarot. It was the first thing I started out with, but I read it from the book, off the book. I got a tarot card deck, my first one, when I was 12 years old or so. I never learned, as with anything. I'm not taught in anything. I not followed any school. I simply read. So I could use tarot, but I would do so in an intuitive manner. Intuitive manner, if that makes any sense. I don't use it right now. And I actually had to say goodbye to one of our decks because of something that happened in the community. It was an Aleister Crowley deck, and it made someone in the community very, very upset. And so I actually got rid of it. And the thing is, when I hear something being put in a very negative aspect, in a very negative light, look at that bee now! So beautiful! It's not burning. It's not that big flame, don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt myself. It just looks like a big flame. Yeah. I want to know why, because I don't believe there being any such thing as evil. I believe there's evil actions, but I don't believe there's actual evil intention or evil people. I've spoken about this before. I believe that most of us have the want and the need to be a part of something and to be appreciated for who we are. And we find different ways to achieve that appreciation. And sometimes the ways we found is not the best of ways. Sometimes it brings us to commit evil actions. But I don't believe it's from a place of evil. I believe it's from a place of feeling lonely and distressed. But I do acknowledge it existing. So when people talk to me about things like demon and Satan, and like I said before, I do not believe. As of yet, I have no reason to believe there being any demons out there. When I've met demons, they've turned out to be someone with a human ego who wanted to be perceived as a demon. But of course, I'm open to learn, and I've just started out, and the entirety of life is learning. So I can't know for sure. I can't know for sure what is out there. But as of yet, I've had no reason to believe there being any such thing. And I also feel it's so important to talk about every meeting being an interaction, like I said before. I believe we share this space, this room, this time in different parallel dimensions with the many. And I believe we share it, and so I believe we should be appreciative and grateful and respectful to each and every one of those entities or energy. Because going back again to the rational part and the spiritual parts and the nothing in between parts, really, being external beings, we should be respectful towards them. Being figures from within ourselves, created with our heart and mind, we should be respectful towards them, because then it's us. So it doesn't really matter what it is, but it always will be an interaction. And I believe we should behave and handle meeting with spirits the same way we would handle meeting someone, another individual, a person who's still alive, with caution, but with respect and with love, because we are still reflecting back on each other. So, Red, going back to this tarot card, or this tarot deck, I had to get rid of it. I have my first deck somewhere, I'm not sure where, but yes, would I go back into tarot, I would do so intuitively. I would love to read and learn, but I will always, always, always work from my heart. So I will always listen here and now. So, to answer your question, I started out with tarot. I never learned it by heart, as that is an expression. So if I start using it, it will be with hearts. Makes any sense? Mm. So, do you have any questions for me? Anyone? I feel there's questions bubbling up when I talk like this. When I say what I do, it's just from my perspective. And I don't even know what it is I'm doing when I'm working. All I know is that it seems to be helping people, and I love doing it. It's as easy as that. No problem reading that way. No, it's the same way I read everything, being the fire or the figurines. I believe that the mediums is just a way for me as an individual to connect to that room inside of myself where I feel content and I feel happy and just safe. And from that, I can then open up the frequency. I don't believe it has nothing to do with, and I also this when we talk about crystals and tarot cards being their own identity or their own entities with their own soul, yes, because of everything being from the same energy. Of course, they too have their own soul, their own being, their own compartment of energy, as do we. And yes, of course, we will feel more drawn to others or to some than others because of us resonating with that frequency, with that energy. But more so, everything is just that, a reflection of what is inside of ourselves. We resonate with it because we have it inside. And so when working with them, I believe it is a way for us to calm down and to find that room, that home inside of ourselves. So we believe ourselves to be enough to open up. Simply be us. And once again, understand that we're not tapping into energy, that we truly are part of that energy. And I've spoken so much about it. But when we talk about being a clear channel, we are that channel for a reason. And I think it is beautiful to bring in more perspective. I believe the more perspective, the better. Why? Because I work with clearing off those taboos, those triggers. Because I don't want you to have to feel like you don't know how to breathe because of there being triggers out there. I want you to, in your way, at your pace, from your heart and you, create a relationship to those clusters that are anchored in these triggers inside of you, so you can get to live the life where you can breathe. Because no matter how many lives we have, no matter how vast the universe is, no matter how many parallel dimensions, right here is what we got. And I believe everyone deserves to be part of their own journey. And they are. You are already. So it's not about finding your path. It's about acknowledging the path you're already on. And more so, acknowledging who is walking them. You. Tag and red. It's so beautiful seeing you here in chat, guys. Being here, really. So I can't stress that enough, how important I feel that is. But also, it's so important to put into that I don't know. and I'm not afraid to say so. I still don't know if my telepathic communication is real for the other individual, or in the universe that we can see or touch. I have no idea. Only thing I know is what I experience right here and now. And if it seems to be helpful to others and helpful to me, then I'm just lucky being part of it. And it's a reason for everything, you know? So, yes, I want to explore. I want to explore the possibilities. I want to do scientific research. Yes. I don't want, I can't stress this enough. I don't know why I always keep saying it, but truly, I don't want to portray this as being something magical, something hocus pocus, something out there. I want to bring it into being the profession that it is, and being in just what is us. Nothing else. Nothing less and nothing more. Just us. And us in breathing in this beautiful universe of energy. Energy being electricity, being frequency, being love. Frequencies. That's what I believe in. The channel writer, hi! How are you, my friend? It's beautiful seeing you here. Would you be able to channel a specific message other than energy reports? Yes, I could do that. It depends on when I work. I know I said to you before, Red, that I do this astral readings where I get to sit down with someone's energy and really go up in the libraries and see what information there is there. And if there is something that I don't understand or want to know more of, or you want to know more of, we can explore that. But what it is that this is why also I consider having these figurines, as Paga said, with, using channel points that have tiny or small messages. The thing is, when I work, I go up, this is how I do it. I go up and I meet the frequency through the libraries, the universal libraries, and through my guides. And they bring me the information that is. Sometimes there's messages, and sometimes we can ask the source of the information, of being someone who passed. But remember that it's always an interaction. So channel messages, as in working with someone who passed, for example, we need to feel comfortable with the interaction, all parties involved. Just like when you and I talk. Sometimes a spirit, if we call them that, the energy of someone who passed, can come in, and sometimes it feels completely natural and everything just flows. As in when you meet someone you just connect with. Sometimes it's more difficult because the frequencies being on different levels and we understanding the world in different ways. And so sometimes it takes more time. And sometimes they simply don't feel it right to come through. But can I challenge? Challenge. Can I challenge myself to channel? No. Can I channel? Yes. Will it always work? No. It will work when all parties feel comfortable. And this happens. It's the same with if you got a specific question, I can ask my guides to see if we can find the answer to it. But should it be that what is important for your well-being right here and now lies within why you're asking the question instead of the answer, for example, then that is the information that your guides will bring to mind. So, of the question, if I know everything, if I can know everything, for me, I would say no. I simply know what comes through your energy via my guides in what needs to be talked about and brought up right here, right now. As simple as that. Because I have people who say that, oh, and I also know, I mean, I've said this too many times before. I can't talk for everyone, but I would never say that I know everything about everything, because if I did, how could I ever keep track of my own life? There's so much to a person. There's so much to one individual. And you know yourself, sometimes it's so difficult to even understand ourselves, right? And the brain goes in all different directions, and we have feelings that we don't know where the foundation, where they're anchored at, and we don't understand ourselves. So sometimes it just becomes so much that it almost becomes, it's so much noise that it just becomes silence sometimes. And sometimes we trick ourselves and we do it subconsciously or consciously, and it's so much to one individual. And all of this, when connecting to it, if we talk about telepathy, when I started out and I connected to my twin, my brain couldn't handle that as being, my conscious mind couldn't handle it as being another brain, because we can't quite know what's happening in this brain. And then connecting to another one, it started out me seeing it, perceiving it as, oh, it's a computer, it's a Wikipedia. I can extract information from this, because that was how my conscious mind was able to handle it and understand it as. And then it's taken years for us to get into the feeling and understanding of, no, this is another individual, this is a life, and with everything that comes with it, with being human. And now I have come to this situation, because this is an ongoing process, and now I've come to this to realize what I took as being their memories before, even them being stored in a shared library. I am now in this situation when I realized that what I took as for granted memories could actually be fantasies. It could be memories of paranoia. It could be memories of fantasies. It could be dreams. It could be all of these things. And that's where I am now, trying to get comfortable in that idea. That even that I thought was so, that my conscious mind handled as being the ultimate truth for this particular individual that I'm connected to. Now I started to realize, hang on, paranoia, dreams, fears, imagination, daydreaming, all of these things, where are they? Oh. So which memory is what? Well, we don't know, because sometimes we don't even know ourselves. And that's where I am right now. Hey, Tara! Good morning! I like it that you fell back asleep. How are you? Did you sleep well? Lunch is calling. Oh, I like that. Well, bon appetit. How's this lifeline been treating you lately? You mean life in general? And are you asking me, BM? How are you? How you been? Because it feels... Oh, I wanted to share this with you, BM. That's beautiful, Tara. I wanted to share this with you and all of you who are working in some way or form with energy here. And I'm not just talking about working with energy, but tapping. Now I'm using that word tapping because that is how we perceive it when working with it, so that we know that we can close down as well as open up, even though it's always part of, or we are part of it. This is the expression that I use. And even people who who tap into frequency or who breathe with frequency, if we say that, in a more conscious level. As with you, BM Javarta, I just wanted to share this with you also, and I said this before, that to feel stuck and stagnant and heavy and tired right now, it's okay. Not just because of the pandemic, but things are actually changing and shifting in the universe. And it makes us so that our bodies need to adjust to the frequency traveling a different way than what it usually is, or what it has been doing up until now, or up until a month ago or so. I heard some people talk about there being 3 planets who start to move in a different or alternative or a new route. And I know I was thinking about maybe being part of the satellites that are being brought up. No matter what it is, I do feel something is definitely changing, and our bodies need to adjust to that. And so because of us being so connected to frequency in all different ways, this is what we might feel. And if we do not feel this, it's still okay, but I just want to, I feel every time I see someone being so connected with frequency coming in, I just want to have this said. So I know I heard from many energy workers who feel this sometimes coming in, this, being tired. I feel with you though, BM, and I saw you also typing. I was gonna say that I feel this very light energy with you, but I just want to say also that if this would be something that you feel in the background, because I'm not reading your energy right now, I just want you to be aware of it. The universe is having a paradigm shift, yeah. You're incredible, you have been getting better and better. I started a course in real estate. Oh, I love it. Love it. You've really got to, that makes so much sense. You wanting to put things together in order to make the whole picture and to see different aspects and from different views. I think it's beautiful. Congratulations, can I say? Yeah. Had a few repressed memories come to light recently. It feels like it's finally time to heal those instead of just dwell. Yes, about that. Or on that note, I have to say, I want to do a very specific healing today. Farah, are you still here, my friend? Yeah, I've been feeling it too. I just felt it was good to have it said. How do you like our beam today? It's starting to become a little bit smaller again. Maybe after the healing it will grow. Because it grows so beautifully. I think it's because of how long it's been burning. Oh! You can still see it, huh? It's there. That's beautiful, BM, about your the real estate. It makes total sense. I'm so happy. It feels good, huh? So Tara, are you still here? If you want to join in, you can put !joy, as in joyous. And if you want to see the list, which is empty right now, there is some pending though. You can put !list or !fun, as Paga had Benton's change today. Or it just showed up. Yes, okay. I want to do a little healing for, like I said before, what we keep locked up deep inside. And it creates almost this heavy rocks. I had a couple of clients where it feels like the heart is almost feeling cold as stone. It's not for everyone, but I feel this with being that you can feel the heavy burden being physical. And I want us to do that, a little healing, very, very gently, to you who are now starting to experience this coming up. So as you said, know it. And for you, Farah, I just want us to bring it up. I want us to meet it. I want us to create a comfort, a bubble of comfort today. It's a very, very short one, and I will come back to you, BM and you, Emma. To get your headphones. Okay, so. So I just wait for Tara to come back. Also the water, Tara. Okay. I want to do it so that the water can join as well. See if I can do this. See if I can do this. Whoop. Do you have a glass of water as well, Tara? See if this will fit. Hang on. Whoops. Sorry. So for this, sorry, Loop's a bit messy. I'm sorry. So much wanting to be here today. Giovanni, take care, my friend. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for stopping by. And let me know how it goes with what you wanted to do. I love that little. Oh, so beautiful. Hi, Paga. Just in time, we're gonna do a communal healing. Very, very, very short one. Okay. Or you know what we're gonna do? I spoke about this glass bowl, right? 4. We are gonna do a communal healing where I'm gonna let this glass bowl trace its way over your body, but it's not gonna be as long as I do when I do it for each individually. But I am gonna do it, but it's gonna be a very brief healing. But I'm gonna send a little bit of a bubble of comfort today. So when you feel ready, just sit down, comfort, or lay down, stand, but make sure you'll comfort the position that you use. You may close your eyes, or you may keep them halfway open, whichever works best. And just breathe in If you have a flame, you know what that is? I'd like you to focus on your flame. If it is an object that is not with you right now, you can imagine it in front of your eye. If you do not know what a flame is, I simply want you to imagine something that brings you comfort. Just close your eyes, let it come to you. Just breathe in and out. I'm welcoming you, each one of you, into the healing room between us. If you want to, you can even focus on this. Just find some, lay your eyes upon being your 3D eyes or the eyes with it. Just breathe in. I will start sending the energy of the spiral of it surround you, embrace, letting you be you. Just breathe in. Focus on your flame. Breathe. What does it look like? How does it feel? What feeling, emotion, memories, thoughts to bring up inside of you? Whatever comes, meet it, greet it, thank you, and just did it. I want you to imagine a flower seed right in front, stomach, your tongue, right by your belly button. I want you to imagine the roots sprouting out of the seed, going through your leg, down your shin, your ankles, your feet, and continuing down, down, further and further down to connect with the earth star. With each exhale you take, the roots traveling further and further down, connecting you to Gaia, grounding you, comfort, for being part of the beautiful energy that is you. Now from the seed, I want you to imagine it start becoming a tree with its branches reaching inside of you, up through your chest, up through your arms, through your head, and up to the above and up to the universe. Connect to the universe. Beautiful. With each exhale, grows taller, taller, its branches reaching higher and higher. Continue from the and Gaia, the branches above. Let you breathe with and as part. So, as you want you to stay with this, feel your breathing being. Feel you breathe with your foot, with your root, with your branches, and everything that is you. That is us. And whatever comes up, breathe, breathe, thank you, it is what it is. Now I'm slowly gonna start letting the glass bowl raise its way. It's connect by the back of your bow and tummy, tailbone, your thigh, your knee, your ankle, your feet, and those toes. Moving back up to your third eye. And we'll start here at the glass bowl. Simply travel, creating mindful you. Increase the volume, music somewhat. Simply trace this bowl. Simply continue to breathe. Inhale, feeling your root, branch, the universe. Let's continue to it's okay. Just continue to whatever comes, meet it, greet it, thank you. How did it feel? The music has gotten really loud. Is it too loud? Was it unbearable? I'm sorry if that's the case. Was it uncomfortable? Or was it okay? I'm sorry about the music. Maybe a little bit too loud. Okay. I'm sorry. Then there's the opposite problem of before. Is it better like this? I tweaked it a bit, so I'm sorry. I can't hear what you can hear. I hope you still could feel the laughter. I hope that's not because of the music. You know, when I went to a spiritual teacher, I was starting this course with of becoming a medium in angelic words or angelic language. We're working with the angels. She put on this unbearably loud music just to have the frequency really pierce you. It was not my intention to doing so, but maybe there was a reason for it, you know, today. I hope it was okay. Anyway,